Hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there? Happy Labor Day to everybody out there. We're on early today because we have something.
Hello.
We got something going on later on tonight, so we decided, well, we can get a little live stream in now. Better than nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? So the weather has been great around here. Things have been very pleasant, and wait for some of our folks to come in. It is Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. So I don't think we ever did a live stream on Sunday at 1 o'clock. I don't know if we've ever done that.
Hi, Evan Rude.
Hello, how you doing? You're number one. Hey, watching from the sideline.
Hello.
Hello.
Number two.
The
Purple Crown.
So we got some exciting stuff coming up. Of course, the weather is getting a little bit cooler here in the Smoky Mountains.
Hi, Emily. Hey, y'all.
We're excited.
Early today, life alone.
Yes,
Hi, Haley.
Today will be early. Better than nothing, right?
Hi, Smoky Mountain Emo Guy.
Hello. And hey George, how you doing? Hey Jenna.
Hi, Jenna. E.T.
Hello.
Kaylee, Smoky Mountain Emo.
Is everybody having a great Labor Day weekend? We got to go to the flea market yesterday. Of course, you guys saw the video of that. And it was great walking around, just, taking everything in. And we got some things. Dawn got some things. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. The weather has been great here, but it's getting a little warmer. Of course, we're a little spoiled right now because we know it's going to heat back up and it's going to be back to that. We got Randy from Ohio in here. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Blondie. I'm sorry to hear about your little furry friend there. We got Tony in here from Tennessee. Marie, love the flea.
Oh, Mike Wazowski. Hello from Florida. I just bought a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon in a 41 color.
All right.
What's a 41 color?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the color, the codes are, but hopefully you enjoy it. Where's the best place to buy cowboy boots? Oh gosh, there's a lot of them. The Boot Barn is always busy too. They're all busy. But the Boot Barn, they offer that
hi, happy birthday,
buy
George.
one, get 3 free or something.
His birthday was like 2 days ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
Randy, Dennis, Blondie's Adventures.
Happy birthday, George.
Hi, Julie the King.
I'm not too sure about Dawn bought a pair of boots at Stages West once, but I think it was pricey.
That was years ago.
That was years ago too. Enjoy the flea market. Well, thank you so much, Brenda. We appreciate it. It was just a little video, we're just doing our daily basic stuff, and I said, well, let's shoot a video, and that way you guys will take you along with us. And
hello, Mike is in the hospital having surgery, and he's doing good.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, it goes good for him.
Yes.
41 colors, original color of the Jeep when it came out in 1941.
Okay.
Army
which
green?
Is green.
Green Army Jeep. Yeah.
Mike, did you see that you can buy an original Army Jeep in a crate? It's got everything you need. You just got to put it together.
Green and brown color. Okay.
It's not badly priced, like around $15,000. Now, I don't know. There might be some extras you might have to buy outside of that. I have to do some research on it, but I told Dawn that would be fun to do. Of course, it's a big $15,000 purchase, but it'd be fun to have. And then we could drive it around, you know what I mean? It would be kind of fun. But we saw it at the Jeep Invasion. I was like, that's been on my mind, that Jeep in a box, right? The thing about that is I don't know what you have to go through to get it titled and getting plates so you can drive it on the road. I don't know what that would probably be. That's something you have to really look in on that particular scenario.
Hi, Gloria and George. Hi, GL. Don, you need to get a bob cut on your head. That would look so cool with short hair. My hair is just wavy. It just waves up on its own. Your videos at Jeep Fest?
Yes, we had a great time. Hung out with friends. Mostly we're just hanging out with everybody, everybody we met over the years in Jeep Invasions, folks coming up. It was fun. It was fun. It was kind of hectic at times, a lot of folks. But it was also great to meet you all too.
My wife and I have our anniversary celebration coming up on September the 1st, and we love your channel.
Congratulations
on your 35 years of anniversary.
Wow, that's amazing. Good morning from Alabama. Hello. Got our friends from Alabama in here. Hey, Gio, how you doing? Bob cut your hair. Hey, Gloria.
Beautiful day for the last day of August. Hi, Jenny.
It is. Can't be happier. Can't be happier.
Hello from the middle of Tennessee. Hi, Shelly. Chief, love all your vlogs. What a nice surprise. Hugs from Molly. Hi, Janet.
Hello.
Hi,
hey,
Tracy.
Janet. Thank you so much for all the comments, Janet. We really get a kick out of, she leaves some really cool comments. So there's so many of you out there that are just awesome. And we love hearing from you in the videos. It makes us, it makes us warm and to hear from you all. Hello from South Carolina. Man, we got a little bit of frog in my. Love Will's laugh. Yeah, that one. What was it? The buffalo come in. He come out of, or was it the donkey came in? He took the bucket. He came from the sideway. He just reached in, grabbed it, and he was out with it. And I started laughing because the bucket was gone. Right? He had taken it. It's a lot of fun. We always have fun going through those drive-through safaris. And I know a lot of folks have been asking us to redo that one. And there's some other ones we haven't done. I know we did one in Missouri, in Branson once. But I think that one, I can't remember if the animals came up to you. I just can't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of great ones. We should go to some of the other ones too as well when we get a chance. Bring on fall. Mark, I'm with you. I'm about ready for fall and pumpkin spice, but not as much of that, but just the cooler weather, the leaves, and the smokies are just at its, in my opinion, at its best during the fall. It's just kind of just a great time all together, and great weather for everything. As long as it's dry, it's not like pouring down rain all the time, which usually it is dry. We got some folks from Blacksburg, South Carolina. I want to do there's a couple of vlogs I want to make in South Carolina.
Thinking about a Jeep, have you had any issues with yours?
Nothing. That's the reason why we bought another one, because it was just, we had no problems. It's always been great to us. I mean, of course, brakes, tires, things like that. But other than that, nothing. So
Hi, BK419. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend.
Yes,
hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Roy and Maria.
Hey, Roy and Maria. Hey, from Chattanooga.
E.T. Will and Don, my husband and I loved your visit to the safari where you fed all the animals. We're rolling on the floor.
Yeah, it was a good video. Pretty much whenever we're going to go through a drive-through safari, it's just going to be a fun video. Like, that's all it's meant to be, is just have a good time.
The scariest thing in there is when the cicada got in the Jeep.
Yeah. He was like, come in there, and it's like, oh,
he turned around, looked at us.
Yeah, he looked right at us.
Oh, God.
And he came in twice. He came in twice. So.
I was screaming, and I told him to roll on the window, and I guess he didn't.
We are having a great Labor Day weekend. That's the reason why we're going early, because later on this evening we got some family functions and things like that, and then tomorrow we got some more family. So yeah, we are having a great Labor Day weekend. Whenever you get with friends and family, it's just it's the best. You know what I'm saying? We probably won't have a lot of videos on it, but we are planning to have a lot of videos come up in September. Of course, everything is happening in the Smokies. We do have a little road trip coming up, and then I'm actually at the moment planning a huge road trip. I mean, we could do it this year, but that would also, we could do it now, because I'm kind of to the point where we're ready to do it, but we would then miss a lot of the Dollywood pumpkin luminite stuff, and we would be back for leaves in October, but if we did that now, but I'm thinking about doing that next spring, and it's a road trip. It's going to be about 15 plus days to complete. And yeah, so we're just
And
doing
you
research
said the
on
leaves
that.
are changing here in northern Kentucky. Oh wow!
Yeah, I noticed there's a little yellow tinge on a lot of the trees in the area. Our one tree in the back is starting to lose it. It's the first tree to kind of lose its leaves. It doesn't really, I guess they kind of turn yellow and then they fall off the tree, and it's starting to do that. So we got Jen from Northeast Ohio. Hey, Angela S., how are you doing? When we're up in your neck of the woods, I'll have to reach out to you, Angela, and if you guys had some time, and we could be up in your area. Maybe we'll go out for dinner or something. We'll take you out to dinner. It'd be great to be able to see y'all. Hello from Chattanooga. Got a lot of folks in here from Chattanooga. That's another amazing city. And I just read an article that they were saying that the Chattanooga area had an increase in visitors this year, tourism, which is good, brings money into the community. I also read an article that Chattanooga is one of the best places in Tennessee to live. Now, those articles, they all have their opinion. Again, they're technically should be opinions, but I do agree. Chattanooga is really a great place. And yeah. Hey, Smoky Mountain Dreamer, how are you doing? And next time you come down, we'll have to get with you too. It's been a while since we've seen you all. We'll have to somehow get together. Are you guys getting a new Walmart? We are getting a new Walmart out in Kodak. Now, most likely it's too far for us where we live. So we probably won't visit it a whole lot because we have to go by our local Walmart. And then we can go by a Target as well to get to that. Now, there might be times where we go out there, and we probably go out there when they open it to check it out. But hopefully it will relieve the stress of our Walmart, which is crazy. Now, I'm a little upset about that Walmart announcement because I really felt that they needed to build that super center down in Pigeon Forge, down closer to the tourist. That way it could alleviate the pressure on the Sevierville one, because that store is just madhouse. In fact, if you're a local, you just dread. We call it the Walmart from double double hockey sticks is what everybody refers to it. We call it the Walmart from, from Hades, right? It's because it's just bad, especially if you have to go in there on a Friday afternoon or, like right now, it's probably just crawling, right? You never get anything. You can never get socks or underwear. Socks or underwear because they're always cleared out. It's like everybody goes on vacation, they stop and get new socks and underwear, right? It's always out. It's always wiped out. So it is what it is. I wish it was a little bit closer, like Pigeon Forge or something, but then again, where are they going to build it? And the property is so expensive in Pigeon Forge. I think it would have been, this is just my opinion. They should have built it where the Red Roof Mall used to, up there where they tore it down. That would have been like, Walmart up there in the hill. It probably doesn't really fit the tourism plan there. And it probably better use than a Walmart there. But yeah, I'm just talking about convenience for folks, what I'm saying? Okay. We talked about a little bit about the Walmart and our feelings on that. Just watched you guys at Cedar Point last year. Yes, I want to get back to Cedar Point. We have not. They have a great Hollow weekends there. I absolutely love it. I used to go. That used to be the place we used to go during fall time. Can't wait for fall upcoming videos. Mark Smith, you're right. The fall time for us is just the best. And I think it shows in our videos too. We really, really enjoy just fall and Christmas, right? Like this next half the year that's coming up is like our favorite time of the year to vlog, to enjoy everything, right? Summer is great, but it's just kind of hard to do outdoor activities prolonged in that hot, summer heat and stuff. Let's see here. What is your favorite place to eat in Dollywood? We like Aunt Granny's, and then Granny Ogle's ham and beans is a fun place to go eat too. They're all good though. You ever ate at would you ever try the Margaritaville at sea? Yes, Chad, we would definitely would. We want to, because we just want to see what it's about. We've heard so many mixed reviews on it. I guess it's just we kind of just want to see what it is. Yeah, Roy and Maria loves fall. Have I seen the new Superman movie yet? I have not. I heard mixed reviews about the new Superman movie too. I'm kind of like the old, I like the old originals. 1970s, versions of it. Will we be at the chili cook-off this year? Smoky Mountain Dreamer, to be honest with you, we're not 100% sure. I want to say that we'll have a cruise around that time.
Sorry.
I don't know. I can't make a positive if we're going to be at the chili cook-off, but I'm almost positive, though, we got something going on during that time. So there's a good chance we won't be there.
Isn't that Walmart being built in Sevierville?
Yes, technically it's Sevierville, but it's out in Kodak. It's out by.
Getting another new one.
You know where we were at yesterday, out by the flea market. It's going to be out that way.
Okay.
You know where that Weigel's is at.
It's going to be like a little one.
Where we stopped.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be out out towards exit 407.
But it's a foodie fest in the Mountain Mile, and do you guys plan on being there? Probably not.
That's where they have. So what it is? It's pretty much food trucks, and they're in the parking lot of Old Time Pottery in that vicinity, and that's pretty much what it is. It's just food trucks. It's like the one time a year where food trucks can legally be selling food in Pigeon Forge, right? Because you guys all know,
it's in a parking lot.
It's in a parking lot. It's a fair, so
yeah.
I think they pull a permit for a fair, and then they can do that. If you guys notice, we don't have food trucks. We don't have vendors that push on the streets and stuff because there's ordinances on it. Obviously, big business doesn't want to give up anything for the little guy, right? You know what I mean?
Hey, Lydia from Mississippi.
Hey, hi, Lydia. And also, it's for like regulation stuff like that too, I guess.
I don't know if we're going to be there or not, but if we are, maybe we can see what they have.
It depends on where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's coming up. I mean, if we're in the town, maybe we'll check it out. But we're trying to kind of not eat that way either. So rent in Chattanooga is crazy expensive. Okay, you'll be in that whole week of the 3rd to the 9th of November. Now, we will be in town around that time, Smoky Mountain Dreamer, but we might not be there for the chili cook-off.
He said the chili cook-off wasn't good to me last year.
Well, a couple years ago. Was it a couple years ago?
Yeah.
We did the chili cook-off, and afterwards yeah. When you eat that much chili, between like different styles of chili, it I don't know. We were sick after that. I mean, I think it was our own scenario. We were just kind of like, it wasn't agreeing with us. And yeah, it's kind of. So we didn't do it last year. Last year we were going on a cruise. That's what we did. So we left to go on a cruise. So we missed it last year. How are the electric bikes doing? They're doing great. I pulled them out the other day, and I was checking them, checking air and tires and things like that. So you know what that means if I pull them out and we're checking air and tires and stuff. You know what that means. Did I go to the new Long John Silver? No, we have not yet. It's been open for about a week now. It opened last Thursday. We had the Jeep invasion going on. We had some friends in town, and then we just haven't got up there. So now with the holiday weekend being here. So let's see what else is going on here.
It messes with your stomach, and missed y'all last year. He's talking about the chili.
Chili.
Yeah, the chili messes with your stomach.
Yeah. It's just like all the different, you know what I mean, and just mess with your stomach. Any chili can mess with your stomach, What is our what? Okay, so the food. What else was going on here? I'm trying to look here to see. Well, thank you so much, Teresa. We appreciate it. Let's see here. Messes with your yeah. Hey, Louise, how are you doing? Hey, Dan, how's it going? So the weather, it's getting a little bit warmer. I mean, it was really great throughout the week, but then it's warm now. I mean, it's getting warmer now. You know what I mean? We're supposed to get some more warmer weather coming in throughout, into next week. So
hi, James. My wife loves you guys, and can give her a happy 52nd birthday shout out.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'll give you
52 birthdays.
I will give you a goat, but the goat's going to be like very, like it's, okay, here we go.
We didn't get a name, so say happy birthday.
That's all you get.
What the heck?
He's spitting like.
Kentucky Leisure. So what the heck? You guys going to go to bed early tonight or something?
No, we got some festivities going on tonight that we're going to be attending. So some fun, some being out late. You know what I mean, and coming back, and we're probably not gonna be able to make it back for the live stream. We know
Abby,
that.
I love the new Jeep. Orange is my favorite color.
Yes, the orange. We love it.
Hi,
and
Sarah.
we have a lot planned for it. We've been planning a lot over the last year or so. Of course, we are seriously looking at getting a camper, right? We were looking at that No Boundaries, like you guys all saw in the video, would be a perfect fit. So stay tuned. I'm not, we're still looking at a couple things there. We will probably do some tent camping off the bat to begin with. We decided not to go with the tent that goes like into bed for a lot of reasons. But one of the biggest reasons is
Happy birthday, Amy.
Happy birthday, Amy. Once you pull off, you set that all up, and then you have to leave to go get something. You got to put it all back. It didn't make sense. Where a camper, we could just pull in, unhitch, and then we could drive off on a day. Go out for the day on an adventure. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Also, the No Boundaries one that we like. It can go off road. You know what I mean? So we can go. We can get back into places that maybe not every camper can get and stuff like that with the 4-wheel drive and that. I don't know. These are just things running through our heads. It doesn't mean they're all going to happen, but that's just our thinking, I guess. I'm trying to let you into our thinking of things. Hey, Missy, how are you doing? Good afternoon. How are you doing? I see your pictures that you posted of the farm. I liked. Have you been on the Topia of the Sierra? No, we have not. I've been looking at a cruise on that particular ship. Tootsie's in here. Hello, James. Oh, you're good, James. You're good. Sarah. Hey, Abby. Abby's in here. JDC from Cairo, Georgia. Looking forward for cruise trips. Yeah, so we got some cruising coming up towards the end of the year.
Linda said I'll be 65 next Saturday and we'll be celebrating all week. Oh wow, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Enjoy the all week birthday.
and celebrate all week.
We should celebrate all week.
Yes. I think everybody should celebrate all week. A little bit. You don't have to go, but a little bit each day, right?
65. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see here. Happy Sunday, guys. Any plans to hang out with Adam the Woo? Yeah, I mean, you never know. If he's in town or we cross paths, I'll probably reach out to him the next time we're in Florida or wherever. But usually when we're in Florida, he's not. And, he's also busy too. It's like we are. Everybody's running in different directions, doing different things.
Teresa from New Jersey said, my tubby and I are going on a Royal Caribbean. I think we have the same room as you guys did with the window. It was the room noisy over the promenade?
No, those rooms are pretty insulated. I didn't really hear much. I heard a little bit in the hall. So we were at the end of the hallway there. So like the elevators were like literally there, but it really wasn't bad. Every now and then you hear someone talking real loud. It wasn't bad. Those are really comfy rooms, by the way, even the interior ones. And you're going to see us do a lot of interior stuff because, I mean, for the price that we pay for on some of these cruises I've been looking at lately, the price that we pay, seeing that we've done both and we're okay with an interior. Sometimes the amount of money you spend for having, let's say, like a veranda and some of those extras is the price of almost 2 cruises. You know what I'm saying? And so budget wise, I look at it, well, now don't get me wrong. We will have some some veranda type stuff coming up, but whenever, we'll try to, we want to do as much cruising as we can. And we try to budget for that too. So that's the best way. I mean, sometimes you get these interior rooms for
hi, Tree and Dorset. Hello, Will and Dawn. This is a really nice surprise chat.
Hey.
Isn't it nice seeing you in here, Tree and Dorset?
Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, Roz. Cooking Lizard. We're going to go on a Christmas cruise this year.
There you go.
Ooh, Christmas cruise.
And a good time to cruise is actually after Labor Day. Well, of course, it's hurricane season. Keep that in mind. It's hurricane season. But right after Labor Day, all the way up until around the holidays, it gets kind of busy again, obviously. It gets expensive again. But there's this little short period then. And then after the first of the year, there's a couple, January, February, March, you can get good deals around that time too, So those are good times to travel. That's what you're going to see us doing our cruising is pretty much from Labor Day to Memorial Day. All that time in between is the time you'll see us cruise. And in the summer months, we probably won't cruise as much. It will, you know what I mean? Because it's, of course, the prices are elevated and it's hot. And a lot of destinations are in the Caribbean or the Caribbean, I guess I don't know how you say it. But then they're, unless you want to do like Mediterranean or something. It's great to see you in here, Tree and Dorset. I'm glad to see you. Love the new Jeep. Well, thank you so much, Diane. We appreciate it. We do too. We've been enjoying it. Just Dawn and I have been going out and just taking Sunday drives sometimes. Just enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. You wish this was from the new deck? Yeah. The direct sun's right now on the back deck. That's probably the reason why we don't want to do it out there.
We'll be on MSC Seashore next Sunday.
There you go.
That's cool.
I was looking at that particular cruise, I think, or I was looking at one. So there was an MSC Seashore cruise. It was right after Labor Day I was looking at. I just thought it'd be fun to go. It's the sister ship of the one we went. Our ship that we went over is over in...
Hi, Amy.
In Europe somewhere right now. So they switched the 2 ships out, but they're identical. They're sisters. They're identical. Other than that, the theming's different. The one that's here now is more
Eddie
of an...
Stedman.
Hey, Eddie.
Nice to see you in here.
It's more of an American theming or, America's theming than the other one was more... When we went on, it was more of a European theming. You're going to have a fun time, Diana. I like MSC. I really do. I feel... I just liked it. I like it. It's like us. It fits us, I guess.
Oh, wow. Tree Dorset, I got my mom interested in your vlogs. And it's now a Sunday morning tradition in her house. She also watches with a lovely cup of char tea.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's Trina Dorset. That's awesome. Hey, Sheila Perry. I like to make it back to the United Kingdom again too. There might be an opportunity next year. I know, like this year, we only went to Japan this year. We're probably not going to have much. Well, we did go to some islands. We did go to other countries. They were on different islands. Like we went to Dominican Republic and we did some other ones. Anyways, and there'll probably be some more coming up, but they're going to be island countries. But there's a good chance next year we're going to be doing some more international travel. We've got a few countries in mind. for next year.
Hi, Mushmouth Jones.
Which could take us to the United Kingdom again. I mean, we could do like a layover, like a few day layover, and just I want to get to Scotland. I want to do, Wales, some more rural. We focused on a lot of London and that last time in Paris and stuff in France. So we want to kind of do more countryside stuff. We were just trying to get those landmarks in, Really enjoyed the Jeep invasion. Well, Eddie, it was fun. We had a great time. We did. Boy, did we have laughs, and it was a good time. I wish the Jeep, and I know not everybody on the channel wants to see the Jeep invasion last longer, but I could use a few more days of it. I know some people are like, what's wrong with you? A few more days of Jeep invasion. See here. Let's see here.
You need to see the real Daytona Beach. We did. We were at the Daytona Beach.
Yes, we've been Daytona Beach. Between Daytona Beach and Treasure Island, we spent, even before YouTube, those are the places where we would like to go. I grew up going, stopping in Daytona before we went into Orlando. That was always our beach, beach stop. And of course, St. Augustine and that was always our beach stops and stuff like that. So,
I Honda Hilltop.
Would you visit Canada? Teresa, I need to get to Canada. I got family that lives in Toronto, and they're not getting any younger, and we're all getting older, and I need to go and visit. In fact, I had some aunts had passed after COVID and that I wish I would have been able to spend a little more time with. So, but COVID was, I feel that Ireland trip would be a great place. And the cool thing about going to Ireland too, Mark, is that I've already have like a sense for it. I know what, so it'd be more hit the ground running instead of, having a few days trying to, soak in just the change. And so, yeah, there'd be a lot more. And Dawn, you would love, I know Dawn would love Ireland. Ireland's a great place. It's overlooked. There's also a vlogger there that I want to get a hold of and see if maybe, we can get together or something when we're in Ireland. I'd love to see Australia. Yeah, Australia is great too. There's a lot of great places. See, we got can you wish your dad Tom a happy birthday? Well, happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Sending love from Michigan. We are looking to go to Japan in the next few years.
Happy birthday, Abby.
The cool thing about Japan is that I found it very easy to navigate with the language. With the language, you know what I mean? Like a barrier. Really, it's not a barrier. Everything is bilingual, I guess. So, like, it's got the Japanese and then usually English on everything. So it makes it really easy to get around. Google Maps and all the Google products was really great, very helpful. We just use Google Maps. We're like perfect. Like that's how we found our trains, everything. Google, the walking maps, everything. Google got us there flawlessly and on time. It even tell you the time of the train. Like it'd say, okay, you're going to miss this train, but you'll get this train. Start walking. You know what I mean? It was really cool. And I want to go back and do Japan again. The only thing is, I told Dawn, is if we're going to spend like 14 hours on a plane, we want to stay longer in Japan.
Yeah.
Like we were there for 10 days, but I would like to try to get as much time in as possible. You know what I mean? And maybe even puddle jump a little bit, like go visit Korea for a couple days. You can, I don't know if you maybe visit Hong Kong, or someone said you can fly into Shanghai. you know, depending on everything in the world, like where you could puddle jump. But,
Did you all bring the beautiful zebra home? No. That thing was mean and biting.
he was
Kick it out of my mirror, my Jeep.
just very aggressive of what he wanted, and that was the food, right? Which he should be.
Hi, Ray Cook.
Hey, Ray, how are you doing?
The drive-through safari video last night. You guys were hilarious. We loved it. The scariest thing in there was probably Katie when he got in my Jeep.
The bugs were the scariest, right?
And then they stand in the mirror, they turn around, looked at us, or the window. Hi, Ringy Dingy. Well, the zebra's kind of scary. The white buffalo is fluffy. Can you imagine giving him a bath?
Oh, the zebra?
Yeah.
Get behind his ears and stuff, right?
Well, no, the white buffalo.
Oh, the white buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he was there. He was gentle, though.
Yeah.
He was gentle. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't too bad. Now, the zebra was a little, and I hear that zebras can be a little, aggressive, in.
The ostrich is really something. He was like right there when we got in there waiting for us. I think he's trying to escape. He's got the long legs. I wonder if he could just jump over that creek.
Come see Biketoberfest this October in Daytona. Biketoberfest. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know nothing about motorcycles. Like, I had a motorcycle when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know much. I haven't been on a motorcycle in, gosh, 25 years or something. So it's been let's see here, Eddie. The zebra did love us. Hey, One Ringy Dingy, how you doing? It was great. It was great being able to catch up with you all. Everybody, man, we had a good time. We did. Yeah, ostrich is something. They're worse because they come in and they eat, like, they got to put their food up, so they do this, right? And it flies everywhere. Everything flies like on the ostrich, right? We're heading to Dollywood this Christmas. That's a good time. Like I said, Christmas and fall are my two favorite times a year for Dollywood. Like, that's my time. That's the reason why we get season passes. It's pretty much everything that happens for us that we enjoy. Like, we really enjoy is that time of year. Let's see here. What else we got going on here? Tons of questions coming in. Let's see what else is going on.
We're coming down next Sunday, staying at the Gateway in the Smokies campground. Can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have a wonderful weekend, guys. We are super excited for everything it's going to happen the next couple days, friends and stuff like that. So not as much for YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, we'll see if there's a video to be had somewhere, but next Sunday it should be quiet. Now there's going to be some rods in town. There's going to be some classic cars in town. There's another show. They used to have the Shades of the Past, right? And that doesn't happen anymore. But I hear there's still some cars in town, but it's not nearly as big as what it was back when Shades was here. So I don't, if you're coming down next week, I think you're going to be fine. There might be a few car clubs or a few, some cars going on. But the Jeep, not Jeep, but the rod run coming up on, I think it's the, oh gosh, I can tell you the exact dates, but 12th, 13th, 14th, something like that. That's going to be a weekend you'll want to avoid if you don't like rods. Are you ready for spooky season? Now, we don't really get into, so historically on our channel, our audience don't necessarily like scary, like the haunted house type stuff. So I don't know. It don't mean we won't do it. I mean, we like to do things, we show you pretty much what we do. But yeah, we don't do, we're not like dive deep in any of that. It might be a few coming up. Well, we do Anarchista. Yeah, the only thing about the Bavarian, I can't say it. It's weird how they say it. Bavarian. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we'll probably go up there. I know it's a lot of there's like a lot of drinking during that time. So I mean, it's not like, they really kind of focus in. Of course, that time of year they should. So. Oh, wow. So up in Cincinnati tonight, over the Cincinnati River, there's going to be drones tonight. Over 500,000 folks are going to attend. I don't think we'd make it there. We could make it there. I got some folks in town. That sounds like fun. I've heard about that. I know. I always, for some reason, I don't put it in my calendar. Hey, David, I did see your photo. Thank you so much for your photos. Did I show you? I'll have to show you after.
No, you didn't show me anything.
They did a cruise.
Oh, okay.
And they sent some photos of them.
Okay.
Actually, we have a couple folks, them, and there's another couple, or another family that went on a cruise as well. They had sent photos too. So, did you enjoy it? I mean, you look like you enjoyed it in the photos. Yeah, I did get the email. I did get the photos.
I love the spooky Halloween events, but I'm not a drinker. I was a total blast. Hi there. Hi, Rhonda Skipper. We ever do a margarita cruise? I won't say I know. Maybe in the near future.
There might be one coming up.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it just to kind of debunk it, right? Like, we're going to go in expecting like the worst. Well, you have to, right? You have to, because you have to be prepared, right? Because like,
they had rap a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I thought they updated. And they got
and I hear, and there's been a lot of folks.
I would say I wouldn't turn it down, but
we just I heard from a couple just recently that they said that there's a lot of drama and that it's actually a pretty good cruise. Dollar for dollar, it's a pretty good cruise.
Well, there's two of them.
You want to get on the bigger ship of the two, because the newer ship, there's a third ship coming. They purchased another ship.
Yeah.
It's an old Carnival ship that they're going to rebrand it. I heard the one that goes from Tampa is a good one. You get to go to like Progreso, go to Mexico and stuff like that. Yeah, I would do it. The other smaller one that goes out of, I think, Miami or wherever it goes out of, somewhere down there. I hear that one there, it's an older ship, and it's not as, but let's see what else we got.
How's the birds doing, Dawn?
It was a total blast. Good. I'm glad, David. It looked like you guys had a good blast, good time. You got Rhonda. Hey Rhonda, how are you doing? Kentucky Mountain Girl. How are the birds doing? They're doing good, but we had to take our bird feeders down. They've been down for a while because of the bear, right? The bear is still around the neighborhood. And so we had just got to a point where we just had taken them down. We had to. It was just too much, going out, putting them out there and stuff like that. But we did put them out again, and they're back. They're all back down there again. The other yesterday, right? But we still got to bring them in at night and things like that. So the bear has never found interest in the feeders since that one time that we did. So, but According, I haven't seen him, but according to neighbors, that he's still around. So you're depressed, Rhonda? I'm sorry to hear that. Lisa's message, she said, we'll be in town in October. Okay, I'll have to look at my messages. There's a lot of folks coming in. There's a lot of folks wanting to meet up and stuff. Around the leaves, you know, we're kind of busy out running, getting leaves, but we're around. So that could be an opportunity there. But we do have some things. I will say this next half of the year, I guess the end of this year, we will be out of town. We will be in town, we'll be out of town, and we'll probably kind of be busy both times, but maybe we can, you know, set up something here or there. So just don't get anybody hopes up too much, you know, because some folks are like, we're coming to town, you know, and it's like, yeah, we're going to be, a lot of times we're out of town when folks are coming in town. So yes, we're on. Hey, Emily, how are you doing? We're on early because we got some things to do tonight. So we figured we'll get a live stream. See, we got this time right here. In fact, we don't have a lot of time. We actually got to get in here pretty soon. But we had a little bit of time. So let's, instead of us putting out a thing saying, hey guys, we're sorry, we're not going to be able to go live tonight, we figured we'll go ahead and do it now. Yeah, so yeah, if we're around, Eric, there might be some opportunities coming up. So my wife and I love you guys. How did you meet? We met at a little Irish pub in Port Huron. They were doing like you know, like Irish music, you know what I mean? And that's where we met. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had a problem with deer eating out of our bird feeder.
Oh, really? Yeah, we don't have much problem. The bunny was out there this morning and he was eating. The squirrels had all disappeared. But there was a cat.
We got a cat in our yard.
I don't know. I don't know. We seen the cat the one day and we were kind of wondering maybe the squirrels got it.
There's a cat.
Squirrels at all, period.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because of feeders in general not being removed. It was because, well, there's a cat out there and he's been out there quite a bit. Yeah. So I don't know if they has a reason in that as well. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Dizzy Lizzie from Delaware. Well, hello. I love Delaware. I like to get back up there. It's like it was up there in Vermont and Maine and all through there. Connecticut. There was a lot of great things in Connecticut that we've seen. Then we were down in Delaware, and then you got like that big. In Delaware, they have that big bridge. Remember that?
Yeah.
When we went through there, the big Chesapeake Bay, right? The Chesapeake Bay. That's a great area. Now, someone was telling me there's no sales tax in Delaware, so you can go there and buy, you know, things, and there's like no sales tax on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's true. That's what I was told.
Are you still gonna go live tonight?
No, we'll be out tonight. You're crying, Rhonda. Your hummingbird feeder is getting tons of birds this week. Oh, wow. I'm reading you. I know we were talking about hummingbirds. Eddie was showing us a picture of the big hummingbird that sat on their front porch. Remember?
Yeah.
Hey, Winter Haven. Hey, hello from Winter Haven. Yeah. Winter Haven, Florida. I bet you the weather has been better in Florida. I know they've been getting a lot of rain in Florida, or they were getting a lot of rain last week. I think there was a lot of rain. So somebody asked about the roof of the 300. So yeah, the problem with the 300 is that the foam, there's foam on the backside and it's degrading. So if you go to spray it, the foam is deteriorating, and then the headliner itself falls off of that. It's just kind of hard to fix. The proper way would be to take the whole thing out and put a new one up with new foam and all that. I ain't worried about it too much. There is a little more life left in the 300. We are going to use it for some road trips and stuff with some miles. We want to put the miles on that. But there's probably a day coming soon where the 300 is, it's going to be done. And that's the reason why I bought another vehicle. It's because we knew the 300, it's like 200,000 miles now, over 200,000 miles now. And, I'm saying it's just, it might got, I don't know how much more life it got. It's always ran really well, really good. It might have a couple more years left in it. It might have a couple more months left in it. But anything major goes wrong with it, we're pretty much going to, separate. But who knows? It's one of those things, right? Aztec says, good morning. God bless you. Thank you so much, Aztec. Hey, Trey. You need a Halloween hat. Do I have a Halloween hat? I don't know. I got a lot of hats. I don't know. I have to look. Let's see here. If you guys come back up north, you should visit Fort Delaware. Okay. Yeah, we did kind of drive through Delaware. I think we went to Rehoboth Beach, right? I think is what we did. And there was a really nice hotel there we stayed at. One of my more memorable hotels, right there at Rehoboth Beach. I remember being pricey, but it was a nice hotel. I just remember, it's one of the hotels I remember very vividly.
Paul said, drive it forever. Don't you have that lifetime warranty? He jokes on the Christ.
Yeah, and it does, but it doesn't cover.
He's drive until it pukes, and they can't be fixed anymore, I guess. Yeah. It's a good ride still, but it is starting to see better days.
Yeah, and it could go for a couple more years. That's the thing, though. But we don't want to be left stranded either. So we're kind of like, well, now we have the confidence that we can get done what we need to get done, and we don't have to worry too much, from that point out. So. Trying to see here. 78 this morning in Florida. Wow, that's good. That's good. Northeast Florida, Koala Bear says. Sports teams are not doing out. Those Detroit Tigers are doing awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
You need to get a Halloween hat, Will.
That's what I was saying, yeah. Yeah, nothing lasts forever. So yeah. How do I like the Gladiator? I love it. We loved it. We've been enjoying it ourselves. It's been great. Yeah, we can't wait for the future. It's going to offer us so much more to do. And, so technically when we weren't expecting to buy a new vehicle, but the incentives were there. Everything was there, that was the color, everything we liked was sitting there. You know what I mean? And we weren't planning to buy another vehicle until, the 300 was really going to start collapsing on us, like maybe around now, right? I could see, but it was just right. And I had a feeling, it's just a feeling, but I had a feeling that the price of cars were going to continue going up. Now with tariffs in the future, what the price of cars might do, I mean, I'm not sure. We don't know what's going on. Everything's all, so there's an uncertainty everywhere. I'm glad I got it then. I was just talking to a friend of mine, and for what I got it for, he says, yeah, you can't get, a new one today for what you got yours for, because, I mean, you hit it at the right spot, and we did hit the right spot, with the incentives and all that. So, yeah, it was just one of those things.
You can buy push clips that will hold the head and liner in place.
Yeah, some people said you can use I've seen people use all different kinds of things, push pins, screws, because you can still bite into the the cardboard. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, I'll see if I can try to fix it, glue it or whatever. I mean, but it is what it is. I love it. And I think it's going to do it great as we start. Yeah. Well, and, we weren't exactly ready at that moment, Eric, but it was there and everything was there, you know what I mean? And it was like, well, we'll go ahead and do it now. Probably premature than we wanted to, but we're guaranteed that we weren't going like, driving for us is very important, obviously for the YouTube channel, and for other things that we do. We have to have a good, reliable vehicle that can go states away to get the job done, right? And now we're guaranteed that for now. So that was our main thing.
No, we did not buy a travel trailer.
No, we're still
the way our driveway is, I don't know if it's a good idea because it'll go right down the hill.
Well, ultimately, we don't always tell everybody everything that's going on. So, but I will say we do not have
it's not like we didn't look
a trailer at the moment. But you never know. It's part of when we feel that we want to. Here, he had a Jeep and loved it. Yeah, and this particular Jeep that we see too had the towing package, the 7,500 pound package, and we knew we could pull a small camper. We don't want to pull nothing big. We don't even want to get near 7,000 pound capacity. We're talking like, like something small just for us to travel. Now, yet again, you guys all know how I feel. I grew up having a camper in the family. I understand, there's a few things that the reason why we don't have a camper. One of them is we don't have a level spot to put a camper on our property, just to keep it. I can't put it in my driveway because we use our garage. We do use both sides of our garage. And we do park cars outside the garage because we have cars in the garage. And so I can't hook up the camper, you know what I mean? Then to remove to pull a vehicle out every day or something like that. I can't do that. So that's our problem. Limited space to keep a camper is number one. Number two, yet again, you're always putting money in them, even if you're not using them. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. No, I don't hear nothing. Might be the fan.
No, it sounds like it's
yes. Watching from the sidelines. It's been 10 years since we bought a new car too. I know there's a lot of folks out there asking, "Oh, why did you buy a new car?" Oh, guys, the last vehicle we bought was the yellow Jeep. That was over 10 years ago. The yellow Jeep is approaching 140,000 miles. Has not given us a lick of problem. So we decided, yeah, you know what I mean? Our vehicles are up there. They're not as reliable. Or might not become as reliable. So, everything's expensive. Everything is expensive. Okay, it's going to get more expensive. Just saying. So, Hellcat swap. Someone told me we should put one of those Hemi in the little yellow Jeep. I don't think the 2-door Jeep could house something like that. You need at least like a 4-door or bigger, right? Need another porch vlog. I agree, Kentucky Mountain Girl. There could be something coming up in the pipelines. Then sell the RV, right? I used a postery tax, okay? I remember me and my wife met y'all in Pigeon Forge at the park about 8 years ago. Feeding the birds. BA vlogs, I remember that, back in the day when we used to have the meetups at Patriot Park, those were much simple times, much, you know what I mean, than they are now, everything was carefree, there was, it was just good time. It was a good time to, the YouTube channel felt more, close, you know what I'm saying? And it still does today, but times have changed, in social media world from now to 8 years ago, yeah, it's changed a lot. The vibe and everything else has. People have changed a lot. Or when's the next cruise? Coming up. We like to surprise y'all. Surprise, we're on a cruise, Well, we did this a while back, and it was overwhelmingly people said, no, we don't want to hear, we don't want to be kind of, we want to be not let, there's two different ways you can announce something. You can either lead people up to it, or you could just boom. And a lot of folks on our channel, they said, no, we like it when you just surprise, like, boom, here we are, we're on a cruise, or boom, we're like Japan, only a few folks knew about it, you know what I'm saying? And boom, we were in Japan, right? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's part of, the bifocals, Rachel, I try to, it's why you see me doing weird moves. It's a little off. Let's see here. The bifocals, to me, I don't really like them. I don't know if I really use them a whole lot. So, what are you two coming down to Disney World? Might be pretty soon. Might be a little Disney coming up. Yeah, winterize. Yeah, like the campers. You got the winterization. Everything. I mean, it's a great thing. But there's a lot to them too. You just can't run out and just buy a camper, right? I think if you're just running out buying a camper, you got to think about everything from where you're going to put it to all the expenses. You get a budget each year, like, okay, I'm buying a camper, so then I'm going to budget X amount of dollars for maintenance and repairs for that over the course of so many years. You got to think about how many years you're going to use it for. What point are you going to, things like that. You have to, think that stuff out, or you're going to get caught in something. I see so many folks, as of lately, there's been a lot of folks posting like on Facebook Marketplace. I got this camper, we've had it for 2 years and I just can't afford it right now. You're seeing a lot of that. And a lot of folks are just, just take over payments, or, you're seeing a lot of that now. I seen a camper the other day on the side of the road, and the folks, they were the same situation. They're just like, we bought it. We had a couple, good summers with it. And then it started, we just didn't have the money to upkeep it and keep it, so they were just trying to dump it at that moment. Those folks said they were going to lose $5,000 on what they owe on it just to get rid of it. So it's something you got to think about. Diesel pusher, flat toe Hemi swap. Do a diesel, right? Yeah. Steve says I had bifocals for 8 years and still have trouble with them. Yeah, I think it's just me in general looking down. I don't know, just not getting used to it. Hey, it's Sean and Taco. Amy, Sean, and Taco. Hello, guys.
Hi, Amy, Sean, and Taco. Hi, Koala Bear.
Yeah, Koala Bear, it was great to meet you two all. It was great when we had the meetups. I know a lot of folks. We were at the Jeep Invasion. So many folks have come up to us. Some folks, when they learned that we were going to be at the Jeep Invasion and we were doing a meetup, like a lot of folks had just come just to meet up, right? And a lot of these folks used to go when we had the meetups at Patriot Park, and we were all talking about how we missed them and stuff like that. And it's unfortunately, times have changed. People, the social media world has changed, and it's just hard to do that anymore. There's so many issues that could, so. Greetings from Upper Middle Creek Road. Thank you so much. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Well, guys, we are going to say good night. We're not going to go live later. This was it. We just pretty much go live to say we wanted to chat with you all. We're doing good. Everything's going great. We got something we got to go. We got some things coming up, some festivities. So it is 2:00. That means we got to get out on the road to be at our destination at 3. But thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. And yet again, we're not going to be live later on. This is our live for today. Better than this than nothing at all, right? Thanks. Yeah, thanks to all of our moderators out there. Thank you so much. Maria. We appreciate y'all. And thanks for everybody who come in, and thanks to all you out there for checking in. And the folks that are going to be watching us afterwards, thank you all for checking in. And that's it, guys. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so much. We love you, and we will see you guys in the next video. Good night, everyone.